All right, so I just had a really good workout. My endorphins are up. I'm feeling great, and there's a few things on my mind. I just had a phone call with one of my personal training clients from a while back, and she's having a little bit of difficulty, and she's ready to get back in the saddle. And a couple of things I went over with her I want to share with you all, and you don't even have to pay me for this because I enjoy making a difference, and these are really easy things you can do that anybody can accomplish. And it's some of the things that have helped me a lot with just everyday life well-being, but it absolutely is essential to my fitness and athletic training. At 41 years of age, I'm still active and winning in boxing, and I feel great. I feel pretty close to the way I did when I was in my prime at maybe 22 years old. But so here we go. I'm gonna keep this short and get right to the point. If you think it's something that you want to try, have at it. Please, if you do it and it works for you, give me some feedback and let me know that. But here we go, it's easy stuff. All right, first thing I did is I cut wheat out of my diet, period. Gluten-free. And gluten-free is not a fad. There are many people who have serious health complications from wheat gluten. But here's something that I truly believe, that the wheat that we have now is not the same wheat that we read about in the Bible when they made their bread from. The crops that we have now is public knowledge that they have been genetically modified. So it's my belief that the wheat is just not the same wheat that it used to be. And that's why we're having health complications, because this is some synthetic stuff and our bodies are rebelling against it. So wheat is no longer the healthy stuff that it used to be. It causes some issues. Since I kicked wheat out of my diet, periodically I'll have something and I can immediately tell that I put it back in my diet. My gut does not like it. But since I've taken it out, I don't get bloating, gas, or stomach cramps, and I don't get constipation like I used to. All right, which brings me to number two. The second thing is you want to make sure you're getting enough fiber and water in your diet to stay regular. If you're not taking a dump maybe a few hours after you eat, you may need to find out what the problem is there. First things you want to check is if you're getting enough water and fiber in your diet. If you're not getting enough water, you should have some signs like maybe dry mouth, dry skin, waking up with sticky, dry eyes in the morning, things like that. If you're having hard stools or having to push when you have a bowel movement, those are some things that you want to look for as indicators that you may be dehydrated. What else? All right, so we got fiber and water, we got getting wheat out of your diet. Another thing you might want to try is kicking dairy products out. Now I know if you're looking at that government food pyramid thing, it tells you to get so many grains and so much dairy. You can go by that if you want to, but for me, I'm an investigative and research type. I like to know things for a fact. And if I don't have the facts, I at least want to go with what I think is working the best for me. And since I got dairy out of my diet, I've been doing phenomenal. The joint pain, because I do have arthritis in a couple of areas. Joint pain, inflammation, not much of a problem at all, unless there's something sports related. Like I said, I'm a boxer, and we incur some pains and bumps here and there. But outside of that, not a problem with inflammation anymore or arthritis. Arthritis got stomped out simply by me changing my diet. So there you have it. There is one thing that I do still eat that's a dairy product, and that's Greek yogurt. I love Greek yogurt. I like Fage, F-A-G-E, and I like the one with the little fruit thing on the side. That stuff is amazing. Live cultures, those are good for your gut. They help with digestion. So I've had positive reaction, positive experience rather, with eating Greek yogurt. But milk and cheese and things like that, I try to stay away from for the most part. But When I do eat them occasionally. I don't have too much of a problem, but I find that it's better not to have them on a regular basis. All right, and last and certainly not least, monosodium glutamate, short name MSG. If you're eating packaged foods, which I recommend not doing much of at all, you want to get whole foods primarily in your diet, and lots of vegetables, primarily green vegetables, should be the staple of your diet. But if you're eating packaged foods, look for things like monosodium glutamate, short name is MSG, or because the FDA doesn't regulate as much as it should, you can hide things in a package by putting it under the general term spices. And sometimes MSG is hidden in foods in the form of spices. MSG causes a multitude of problems in the body. I'm talking headaches, migraines, inflammation, joint pain, indigestion, irritable bowel syndrome. Man, it's so much stuff. I encourage you guys to research, know what you're putting into your body. If you're having problems with aches and pains, problems losing weight or keeping weight off, you're having headaches, chronic fatigue, these are some of the things you may want to look at first before you go running out to the doctor letting them fill you with pills, which was my experience. I'm a veteran. VA hospital. Well, you heard it from me. Give it a try. If you do and you like it, things work for you, please shoot me a message, give me some feedback, drop something on my page on my YouTube, and let me know. God bless.